If you are struggling with bugs, battery drain, or app crashes on macOS Tahoe, today I'm going to show you a complete step-by-step guide on how to downgrade from macOS Tahoe to macOS Sequoia without losing any data. Now this will get your Mac back to a stable, fast, and reliable state. Whether you are using M1, M2 or any Apple Silicon Mac or even an Intel-based Mac, this tutorial will walk you through the entire clean install process. Downgrading macOS can feel intimidating because macOS doesn't have a back button. To downgrade from macOS Tahoe to Sequoia, you must perform a clean install. This means erasing your internal drive and starting fresh, but don't worry, I will show you how to protect your data using a time machine backup so you don't lose a single file. The only requirements for this process are two external USB drives. One drive is needed to create a bootable USB, and it should be at least 32 GB or larger. In my case, I'm using a 120 GB external SSD for faster speeds. You will also need another drive to back up your Mac, and the size depends on how much data you have. Now for this backup, I'm using a 250 GB SSD. Now make sure your Mac is connected to a power source and have an active internet connection. Before downgrading from macOS Tahoe to Sequoia, we need to back up our data safely. Now, since this is a clean install, all data on your Mac will be erased. I strongly recommend using Time Machine for backups. It's a powerful built-in tool that ensures we don't lose a single file while downgrading. To start the backup, connect your backup drive to your Mac and open Disk Utility. From the menu bar, select View and choose Show All Devices. Then from the sidebar, select your backup drive, click Erase and format using APFS with a guide partition map. Once it's done, open System Settings, go to Time Machine, select your backup drive, and start the backup process. This may take a long time depending on how much data you have. If you don't want to use Time Machine, you can manually back up your photos library and other important files by dragging and dropping them into an external drive. I also recommend using iCloud to back up your passwords, notes, messages, and other synced data. After the backup is complete, eject the drive and keep it somewhere safe. You will need it later to restore your data. It's time to download the macOS Sequoia installer. Go ahead and open the App Store and make sure you are signed in with your Apple ID. Then search for macOS and you will see a list of available macOS versions. Now select macOS Sequoia and click Get. The installer will begin downloading and will automatically be saved into the Applications folder. You can also use OpenCore Legacy Patcher to download the macOS Sequoia installer directly into the Applications folder. Once the download finishes, you may see an error message on your screen. Don't worry about it. Just open Finder, go to Applications, and you will see the macOS Sequoia installer right there. Now let's create a bootable USB for macOS Sequoia. Connect your USB drive or external SSD to your Mac and open Disk Utility. Make sure Show All Devices is enabled. Then from the sidebar, select the external drive, click Erase and name it as USB. Then choose macOS Journaled Extended as the format and Guide Partition Map as the scheme. Then click Erase. Next, open Safari and visit Apple's official macOS Installer command page. Now from there, look for macOS Sequoia and copy the entire terminal command. Then open Terminal, paste the command and replace My Volume with USB, which is the name of the drive we just formatted. Then press Return and type Y to confirm and allow Terminal to access your USB drive. This process may take some time depending on your drive speed. Once the bootable USB is ready, it's time to erase macOS Tahoe using recovery mode. Before doing anything, open System Settings and sign out of your iCloud account. This step is very important. To boot into recovery mode on an Intel Mac, restart the system and hold the Option key until the Startup Manager appears. On Apple Silicon Macs, shut down the Mac completely. Then press and hold the power button until you see the loading startup options. Now from the Startup Manager, select the macOS Sequoia Installer and press Return. Then choose Disk Utility. Then from the menu bar, select View and choose Show All Devices. This will display your internal drive. Then from the sidebar, select the Apple SSD, which is your internal drive. Click Erase and format it using APFS with a guide partition map. Once the formatting is complete, quit Disk Utility and select Install macOS Sequoia. Then agree to the license terms and conditions. Choose your internal drive and begin the installation. This process will take some time and your Mac may restart multiple times. This is completely normal, so don't interrupt the process or remove the USB drive. After the installation is finished, your Mac will boot into macOS Sequoia. You can now remove the USB drive and continue setting up your Mac. To restore your data, connect the backup drive you used earlier, then open Finder and access your Time Machine backup or external drive. You will see all your files exactly as they were before. Now simply drag and drop back to your Mac. After that, sign in with your iCloud account to sync your passwords, messages, notes, and other data. And that's how you properly downgrade your Mac from macOS Tahoe to macOS Sequoia safely without losing any data. If this video helped you, hit that like button and subscribe to see more content. Thank you so much for watching. This is been KSK Royal. I will see you in the next one.